A night of pride that turned into an evening of tragedy. 11 lives, mostly young, hopeful fans, have been crushed in chaos that should have been expected and also prevented. Now, the IPL victory parade for RCB wasn't just mismanaged, it was a disastrous failure of governance, policing and also political foresight. Over 4 lakh people descended outside the Chinnaswamy Stadium. The government claimed to have planned for just 1 lakh people, but no barricades, no staggered access, no crowd dispersal strategies. But now the system is scrambling. Top cops in Karnataka have been suspended. The Chief Minister's political secretary has been removed. RCB's marketing head has been arrested. The event firm executives have also been booked for negligence. The top developments there: 4 accused sent to judicial custody. Judicial custody is till the 19th of June. 3 FIRs have been also registered. 3 employees of this event firm have also been held, and the RCB marketing official has been arrested. Now, the BJP has lashed out at the Congress government for colossal mismanagement, demanding top resignations, while Congress party has retaliated by scapegoating police, claiming that the crowd overwhelmed their planning. Meanwhile, RCB officials are facing arrest for negligence. In the midst of all this, who really owns this disaster? Who really planned this celebration? Why were permissions granted without protocols in place? And how did an event branded by a private franchisee, endorsed by a cricketing god like Virat Kohli and attended by ministers, turn into a death trap? As the BJP demands resignations and Congress scrambles to find answers and also contain damage, we are left asking this one question: did 11 fans just die because nobody wanted to say no to a celebration? BJP's Ashwath Narayan joins us now. He has served as former Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka. Thank you, Mr. Narayan, for joining us at a time like this. How do you see the spate of arrests done by Congress government, from Nikhil of RCB marketing to filing FIRs, the political secretary being fired? The government is saying that this is, the government taking action against everybody who's accountable for this.
The government, the Congress government in the state of Karnataka, wanted to gain publicity. They wanted to project themselves that as the Congress government has won this RCB, the IPL trophy. So in this direction, they just didn't wanted to let go this opportunity, and for this entire mismanagement, the entire responsibility, entire owner's life with the Congress government, because the entire law and order is with the government. Unless the government doesn't permit, no event can happen. No event can happen in the state, probably in the public spaces. It is just not possible. So probably in this direction, the Congress government took all the initiative. The official Twitter, the official Facebook of the Chief Minister himself, he has invited all the people to come and participate, and they wanted to take publicity. They wanted to take all this cheap publicity. For in this direction, there was a competition among their own colleagues, Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Minister. They wanted to have one-man upmanship. They wanted to put that each one of them is more powerful than each other. So in this direction, they organized all these things, and now they are trying to get away, stating that RCB is responsible, KCA is responsible, TNA is responsible, the commissioner is responsible. All this kind of, victims, they are trying to, victimize them to get away by taking action against the people who are not responsible for any of this incident.
Right.
What way RCB is responsible? The entire law and order has to be managed by the government, not by RCB. It is not RCB's responsible, nor it is the KCA responsible, nor it is of the TNA. And though, even if you look at in RCB, they just arrested some low-level officers or people. Even in KCA, they let go of the entire thing.
And how do you see the transfers amongst the police, sir? Because I know that the police is responsible for action on ground, but it cannot really happen. A tragedy like this cannot happen without the state being completely, complicit in this.
Completely. See, when it is a state government, this is not a small event. This is not just a small event. And the entire cricket is much more than any religion. See, the craze for cricket is so much. People are willing to, do anything for their love for cricket or their love for their cricket stars. They got so much of attachment. Probably they know very well. They sensing that, the trend itself, the Congress government, what Siddaramaiah is a cricket player, or Mr. D.K. Shivakumar is a cricket player. They don't even know who is the cricket captain of the RCB. When you are sitting inside that, Vidhan Soda, they were asking the RCB captain to vacate the seat.
Right.
See, that's so they don't know anything. See, they just wanted some publicity. They wanted to gain the attention, and they have got no care or no love for cricket.
Right.
So,
Mr. Narayan,
you're
also making this very important point that internal divisions amongst the party leaders.
It comes with the publicity comes with the responsibility.
Right.
They should have taken all the measures. It is not a big thing. See, many other states have won. Mumbai Indians have won,
right.
And even the Chennai people have won, and they have conducted victory parade very comfortably. They could have had a victory parade from the HL airport itself. The crowd, instead of converging, it could have spread out. The crowd could have spread out and it could have been managed better. But somehow they wanted something, they wanted to control everything, gather some people.
But you're also making this important point that the internal divisions amongst Congress leaders, specifically in Karnataka, 100%. Is also reflecting in governance now, and public safety is becoming a victim of that. Is that something that you feel, sir?
100%. This is the differences. This is one-man upmanship between the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister. It's leading to all this problem. They should be held responsible. The Chief Minister should have been the accused, and the Deputy Chief Minister should have been the accused. The Home Minister should have been the A3. They are the people, they should own, and we were also part of government. We know how the government functions. The officers will follow our instruction. It was very well known, and it was led by the Chief Minister. It was led by the Deputy Chief Minister. He went all the way to the airport, and the Chief Minister was there, openly welcoming them in the Vidhan Sabha. You could see that event. It was not, felicitating the RCB team. It was more of felicitating the KPCC team or the Congress cabinet.
Right. And Karnataka State Cricket Association also blaming the government for this, government blaming the RCB for this. How do you see this political blame game? And Congress party is saying that BJP is politicizing the matter, sir. So even after this, incident, there seems to be a lot of blame game, a lot of scapegoating that seems to be happening in the state.
See, we are not trying to politicize as a responsible opposition party. It is our duty to expose the government, to say very clearly, in a very clear terms, how this entire thing has been mismanaged. A person with so much of political experience, they have such a big machinery, intelligence is there, system is there, everything is there, and they knew very well. And why else they would have arranged in front of Vidhan Sabha in an open space? Why they have organized? See, it is very clear. They knew very well, but they didn't take any precaution. They didn't take any measures. Right. They didn't take any pain. They didn't take any pain. Not interested. They didn't, take all the precautionary measure to ensure that the event will go. They just took everything for granted.
Okay.
And now they don't want to take responsibility. They don't want to take responsibility. They want to make somebody else is responsible. And if Bharatiya Janata Party is opening out, and if it is exposing the entire mismanagement, they are telling we are politicizing. Right. We are not politicizing.
Right. My last question to you, sir. What, as the primary opposition party in Karnataka, what is your demand? Do you want a probe into this matter? Because this matter is also being heard by the court right now.
First of all, the Chief Minister, if he has got any consciousness or responsibility, any ethics, morals, he should immediately resign. The Chief Minister, the Deputy Chief Minister, and Mr. Parmeshwar, all three should resign immediately. If they don't resign responsibility, they should immediately remove them. They should be removed from their position, and officially they should send them out, pack them off. And legally, if you look at the inquiry now, whatever is happening, a retired judge, we can't expect anything much. And it should be inquired either by Central Bureau of Investigation or a sitting judge monitored by the judge, or the Chief Justice monitored SIT, or a sitting judge inquiring into the entire the loss of life, whatever the stampede happened. The entire stampede has to be completely inquired from the beginning till the end, what went wrong, how the administration was completely mismanaging. Every aspect of this entire incident should be thoroughly investigated.
Right. So you're demanding a thorough probe into what really happened. Thank you so much, Ashwath Narayan, for speaking to NDTV, for your time.
Even the compensation, the RCB to be generous enough to, the people who have lost lives are cricket fans. I request the RCB to be generous, at least give them sizable amount of compensation.
Absolutely, sir. That's a very valid point. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us. Also, let's listen into what D.K. Shivakumar, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, said today, responding to all these allegations of culpability of the state administration in what happened in Bengaluru Stampede.
My Honorable Chief Minister was kind enough to announce a judicial inquiry. What we have found, what we have got internally, so action has been taken on some of them. Investigation is going on. The magistrate investigation, a judicial investigation, and again the cases has been referred to the COD. What more a government can do? The government has done its best to give justice and see that we will come out with a plan of action with such type of events in the future.
Sir, the demanding for your resignation, sir, what you have to say?
Let the demand. I will not answer to all their these political answers now. They are trying to do politics on the dead bodies. We don't want to do politics. We never did earlier also. I'll come back to you on later.
Shatabish Shivanna of the Congress Party, Dr. Vikram Singh, who is a former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, Prashant GS, spokesperson of the BJP, are joining us now. Thank you all of you for joining me on this broadcast. Mr. Shivanna, to you first. You heard Ashwath Narayan also talk about how internal divisions in the Congress Party are affecting governance. That's his claim. And there is a sense of understanding that the government wants to, show that it is taking action. So clearly, there have been arrests that have taken place. RCB marketing executive and also several other people, including the political secretary of the chief minister. But really, the government cannot evade responsibility, isn't it?
There's no question about evading responsibility. The state government and the Congress party is equally accountable to the loss of 11 lives. And the stand of the Congress party in that regard is clear. Right? Now, it's not that we are attempting to show that some activity has been done. An FIR has been registered in Kabanpar police station. It has been transferred to the CID. A magisterial inquiry was issued by the Honorable Chief Minister via an order dated 4/6/2025. Now a judicial inquiry is ongoing. The Honorable High Court of Karnataka has taken suo motu cognizance, and the High Court of Karnataka, they took cognizance on Thursday. They have extended time till Tuesday to the government, but the BJP want to politicize this. I don't have any response to them. And insofar as internal disputes within the party is concerned, this is not a new tone that they're singing. Right from the election, right from the point that the Congress party won with a huge mandate, they say there is internal dispute. It's been 2 years. The government is stable. There is no dispute. Now you want to politicize things. You go on.
But Mr. Shivanna, let me ask you one more question. I looked at the FIR, which blames the organizers for negligence and poor crowd control. But there is enough evidence to suggest that the state government approved the event despite police warnings. I can have a party in my house, but permissions have to be, they have to be given by the government, and the government will be responsible if there's a stampede in the party, isn't it? So how can the government say that there's everybody else who's responsible for this but not us?
No, firstly, let's understand the issue broke out with the RCB unilaterally taking out posts to social media. Number two, they issued...
No.
1 second, sir, don't interrupt me.
I'll just come back to you. Yeah.
8.5 lakh tickets were announced, although the Chinnaswamy capacity is only 33,000. Then the manner in which KSCA opened up the gates, that is also in question. And to answer your question, I will just like to quote Mr. A.S. Ponnanna, who's the legal advisor of the Honorable Chief Minister. He said the entire thing was a private event. The government's duty is to police the event. The police kept the political executive in the dark. No permission was granted or denied for the event at Chinnaswamy. The commissioner and the police kept it pending. The intelligence kept the political executive in the dark. Now we have taken action. We have taken action, mind you, not just against the police officer.
But it is your responsibility, Mr. Shivanna, because it is the Congress government that's an elected government. You have been voted for your guarantees and promises. Prashant, how would you respond to whatever Mr. Shivanna is saying? Because the fact is the government is taking action. So prima facie, there is a sense that the government wants to go after people who are responsible for this.
Vasudha, I had said it yesterday on NDTV, stating that Congress will ultimately catch hold of a security guard in KSCA and
Yeah,
poor
you
ticketing
call the
agent,
commissioner of
and they have
police a
done
security guard? You call the
exactly that.
ADGP a security
They have
guard?
done exactly that. And now,
Please don't
by trying to
disrespect
shift the
the
blame to the
police.
police, on the first day, DK Shivkumar acknowledged how police had played an important role and that they were very good in managing with whatever resources they had. And the next day now, they have been suspended for what reason? There are three people who primarily have blood on their hands. It is Sidramaya, Shivkumar, and Parameshwar, the Home Minister, who was nowhere to be seen. Because Sidramaya first puts out a tweet inviting everybody to Vidhan Sauda, stating that he is felicitating the RCB team outside the on the steps of Vidhan Sauda, and people gather there. Then the DCM goes to the airport to receive them. He flaunts the RCB flag. Then he is present in Vidhan Sauda. Then he moves along with the team to the Chinnaswamy Stadium. He is on the podium. He poses with the trophy. He kisses the trophy. So it was a celebration for DK Shivkumar and Sidramaya to improve their PR. And look at this. At 3:30 p.m., the first death was reported. The event continues. The players were not told, and DK Shivkumar was present in all the events, holding the trophy, doing the parades. Therefore, this indicates that they are insensitive to people, and by only now suspending police officials, the message is loud and clear that the government is not interested in a serious probe. If at all they were interested in a serious probe, I would suggest to find out from Sidramaya whether does he have the guts to write to the Chief Justice of Karnataka requesting him to appoint a sitting High Court judge to probe this, not a magisterial inquiry as Sidramaya wants or a person of his choice. Let the High Court Chief Justice appoint a sitting High Court judge to probe this.
Mr. Shivanna, respond to that, sir. Before I go to Mr. Singh, respond to that. Yeah, Mr. Shivanna.
I don't think we need, or the Congress party needs, lessons from the Bharatiya Janata Party as to how to conduct an investigation. We are at least accountable. We are saying that 11 lives have been lost. We respect them. Sir, I did not interrupt you. I don't understand your anxiety. Please wait for some time. 11 lives have been lost.
No, you may be shameless
each life.
to defend 11 deaths.
For each life.
We are pained.
Now, I will just
we are pained when you're defending 11
Okay,
deaths.
Prashant, I'll come back to you. Let him respond to your questions. I'll come back to you. Mr. Shivanna,
we are accountable for the 11 deaths. They were young citizens of this state and they were the bright future of this country. And we will ensure that a situation like this never occurs. We are apologetic, we are accountable, we are transparent. Unlike the Bharatiya Janata Party who does petty politics over dead bodies.
okay.
UP,
I have to go to Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh,
Jammu,
RCB, I understand, can be liable for poor planning. But the government...
Have they given us a death count of UP till today?
Okay.
Have they given us a death count of UP till today?
Okay, Mr. Singh has been a DGP in UP. We will ask him. Mr. Singh, RCB, I understand, can be responsible for poor planning. It's a private organizer. But the government failing in oversight, enforcement, protecting lives, and then, finding itself in the dock. How do you see this? Because whatever action the Karnataka government has been taking since morning, in fact, since last night, it looks like the government wants to go after people who are accountable. But clearly, all of this is too late.
Good evening, Vasudha and gentlemen. Allegations and counter-allegations do not serve our purpose at all. I would say, look at it objectively and I can identify terrible fault lies in the entire arrangement. Let us look at the arrangements. The police were praised to the skies and the traffic police said that no permission has been granted for the victory procession. Now there was absolute about turn and topsy-turvy arrangements, and there were announcements that it is going to be first come, first serve. The capacity was being of the stadium, Chennappa Stadium was 35,000, and there was a crowd of no fewer than 5 lakh people. How did they emerge in the first place? Now the question of seeking permission, denying permission, when there was no permission, agreed there was no permission, then how in the first place was the victory procession taken out in the first place? The police commissioner should have banned it and obstructed in the first place. The first victim, I would say that yes, this victory position could not have happened without the tacit and the approval, whether active or silent approval of the government itself. Otherwise, the police would have obstructed it and prevented it. The Bengaluru police is one of the most professional police forces, and they could have used the drone technology, the CCTV, the AI network to understand the crowd emerges and the presence of the crowd. But nothing like this happened. Now you see the next thing happens. Karnataka High Court takes a suo motu cognizance, and then the panic button is pressed. Then all hell is let loose and everybody comes down like a ton of bricks. 3 FIRs, suspensions, raids, and whatever happens. And to begin with, you changed sides at the drop of a hat. First, you say the police did very well. Now, you suspend the police commissioner, which I strongly did recommend that those on the spot should be suspended, not necessarily the police commissioner, but the DCP
closing
and
remarks.
ACP
Yes,
and the
sir. All your points are very valid. Closing remarks, Mr. Shivanna, to you first. Just 30 seconds, please.
In so far as the police officials are concerned, we are not taking action only against the top brass. We will take action. It has been only 2 days since the event has taken place. Let law take its own course. And
fair enough, Prashant.
And let me tell you, we have the highest of regard for the police officials. Some of them have done a fantastic job. We were seeing police officials carrying these bodies, taking injured persons into confidence. They've done a great job. We must respect them. But
Prashant,
now lack of intelligence, keeping the political executive in abeyance.
Closing remarks from Prashant. Prashant, is the government trying to scapegoat people, or is the BJP trying to politicize the matter?
The CM is directly responsible for the intelligence. If they're admitting intelligence failure, which means it is a tacit admission that they are not good at governance. And why were the policemen carrying victims? Because there was no ambulance available at the stadium. There was no basic first aid, no ambulance, not even a single ambulance was present. And moreover,
but Mr. Shivanna, RCB cannot be compared to the government. No, that's the main point here. Thank you all.
Congress top brass have blood on their hands.
Thank you all of you for joining me on this broadcast. The Bengaluru Stampede wasn't just an accident. It was a man-made tragedy, something that could have been prevented. 11 fans died in this chaotic incident that could have been prevented with basic crowd control and planning. The state looked the other way. RCB basked in glory and political leaders saw a PR opportunity, not a public safety risk. With that, it's a wrap on the show. News continues on the other side.